This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got. I don't think Turk should have reacted to BG falling asleep in the car with his girl after a football game where they might have drank too much and were tired. Now he did make one good point. That photo shouldn't even have existed because some people around you took the picture and somehow it went out. I don't know if BG put it out or whatever. Turk made a good point, but I don't even think he should have reacted to it because there's if I'm close with, there's plenty of people I'm pretty close with in the industry still that I really don't react to certain things. You know, like there's certain things you got to have boundaries with certain things. Just like, you know, I know Academics has boundaries with certain people he has relationships with. It's just, if those relationships pre-existed, you kind of got to leave it alone. Now, I understand when, you know, maybe Turk and BG say things about directly to each other, but this is a real, this would be like BG reacting to something with something happening with Turk and his wife. You know, it's just like, certain things you just leave alone, you know? And he would have a huge problem with it if, you know, BG reacted to something about Turk, you know, himself and his wife, you know? Well, Cardi B, oh, surprise, we already knew this, okay? That she is pregnant with Stefan Diggs' baby. Now, Stefan Diggs is Offset on steroids with the cheating and everything. Like, unbelievable. Cardi B, it's her life. I don't understand why she would have wanted to have a baby with Stefan Diggs, who allegedly is a little zesty too. But anyways, Cardi B wanted to have more kids, and she had one with Stefan Diggs. So who's going to cheat on you? You guys aren't going to like last. You guys have been dating for a few months, to be honest. You know, it's like, and now she has to go on tour pregnant or like fresh from pregnancy. I'm be honest. I wouldn't buy tickets to that show because shit might get canceled. It's 4 or 6 months away. She's probably been pregnant 3 months. She's going to be having the baby right before going on tour. You don't think that tour is going to get moved? Come on. This is aggressive planning here. You know, is her fourth child. It's not like it'd be a quick jump back. Like, and she's older now. I don't know. Well, we already know the Revolt CEO had, you know, there was no acquisition or nothing on the table. Cameron says, you know, he's lying through his teeth. But yeah, I would say that, but he doesn't have any. He's lying through his gums. It's treacherous. Dame Dash just went out sad. Now, Cameron kind of reacted to more because Mase brought it up during It Is What It Is today. This is after Dame Dash yesterday drops a 50-cent diss record with his new artist, Nicki Licky. Nicki Licky. No offense to her. I'm not gonna bash her, but Dame Dash is seen in this. They're showing 50 Cent get popped, and then you got Dame Dash with the chains he was trying to sell so desperately for $10 million. Nobody would pay $10 million for a Rockefeller chain. You can get that made for I don't know, 5% of that price. You know, at most. You know, he's crazy. Dame Dash on a jet ski looks like a 70-year-old on a jet ski. But, bro, he doesn't even look his age. He looks old, man. Like, I don't even like reporting like this, but Dame Dash is asking for it every day. Every day. He does something foolish. He's only 54. Why does he look 67? Why? I mean, bro. So he has dentures. Eventually he'll have permanent teeth. The bone rotted out of his face. So they had to put a new bone in there so they could attach something to it. It's crazy, bro. To allow rot like that to rot your face off is crazy, bro. So Dame Dash drops a diss record to 50 Cent, which, bro, 50 Cent is only going around dissing people as a joke most of the time, you know? And if he does have a real problem with somebody, he addresses it and it moves on. 50 Cent is still active. Dame Dash took a lot of time off and did a lot of like artist projects. He thought he was a painter at one point. Then now he's a musician who's so cool. I feel, you know what I feel bad for? I feel bad for the real artists that get sucked into Dame Dash's little talks, and they like, you know what? I'm gonna stay here. And he preaches loyalty. That people used to do this with me. Be loyal in the beginning of your career. People say, hey, you got to be loyal, and they guilt you into trying to be loyal to these people, right? When really you got to do what's best for your own career, because these people are doing what's best for their career. You're not there to prop other people up. That's the best thing I could tell any young person right now. If you're just getting into an industry and people tell you, hey, you gotta like support me and keep it loyal with me and all that, don't ever fall for that. Always do what's best for you. Always, because they're gonna do what's best for them. You are easily thrown in the trash to them, and that happened to me a few times in the beginning. Like, you know, people just used me for what they could get out of me, maybe making a DVD or something, you know. I'm proud of the work I did on certain projects, and I'm friends. The people I've been friends with for those, like I could name, like, you know, Cormega, OJ the Juice Man, Shorty Low. These are people that I consider that were like industry friends for a long time. OJ the Juice Man was kind of like recent, of like 10 years, 12 years or something, but like you just know a vibe of somebody that's a real person, you know. And I'd be Shice Bubs, people like that. Like, those are people I would always be cool with, you know? There's plenty more. There's just certain producers and stuff. Like, I would always be cool with them because they do have a good heart. Young Thug officially confirms his album will be dropping next Friday, right when YFN Lucci's dropping his album. So it sucks, bro. The songs he's dropping is just not good, bro. Let's be real. Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. That was a new edition, right? He was trying to, like, capitalize off a viral moment. People don't even care about that Young Thug interview. That just happened last week. See how fast things move? It's over. People don't care. People don't care. I think people have just kind of, like, canceled out Young Thug in their mind. Unless he comes with a hit record, it's a wrap. And I wonder if Drake's going to save him. That's what I'm wondering. Dave Bluntz claims he cut ties with Ye after he allegedly tried to groom him. I think that's a smart move. That just goes to what we were just talking about. People try to, like, you know, guilt you into being loyal to them and their vision, when really you got to do your own vision. Dave Bluntz got to a certain point. You get to a certain point where these people pay attention to you, like a Kanye, and then they try to, like, harness you and put you into their crew. That's not a good move. How many people really break out from a crew like that on their own? They don't. They try to suppress you to work for them. FaZe Clan parted ways with co-founder Temper after he admitted to allegations. He says, I was just cut from the roster today. No conversation, nothing from the people I stood beside over a decade. He didn't even do anything illegal. He did something that he felt was shameful. And FaZe Rain is the cause of that, because he confided in FaZe Rain about something he felt bad about because of the age difference. But it was still legal in that state. And he was tricked into the person said they were older than they really were. He didn't find out till after. Which, come on, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, he. My point is, it just wasn't like. Was it right? Probably not. No, it wasn't. Like, you know, you're 24 and she's 17, bro. That's crazy. You know, people do it a lot though. It's weird. You know, like I remember when I was in school in New York. I remember we're like. Around that time, I wasn't going to school in New York because I had to go to school out of state. But my friends were still in school there. And when I come home from going to school out of state, I'd hang out. And then girls that we knew growing up would be getting picked up by like 30-year-olds, and they're 17, 18. I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like, I always thought, like, yo, you got to be 21, you know, like, you got to be, come on. That's crazy. Girls should be like 20, 21, like out on their own in college. Like, dude. And then you shouldn't really go over 10-year age gap. Like, at that point, after a girl's 21, 10-year, you know, it's like, I don't know. But hey, to each his own, right? So Camron addresses Dame Dash. Says he was never in a car. It was news to him. He was in a car with Big L and Dame Dash, and the cops pulled him over, and there was bricks in the car. He says Big L would have robbed you for them bricks if he knew there was 3 bricks in the car. Big L was a savage. He lined people, and Big L didn't even mess with Dame Dash. He says, like, Big L. The only reason there was a potential Big L signing to Rockefeller was because that Dame Dash was interested in signing him after he got a buzz, and Camron lined it up, like, you know, the introduction. And then, unfortunately, Big L ended up passing. Somebody took him out. But anyways, Camron is just highlighting that it's sad that Dame Dash is lying so much. He said, you know, I did concerts for you and everything after a lot of stuff. I did a lot. You know, I feel like I paid this debt of you signing me to Rockefeller like tenfold, and we would have been friends forever, and I would have always done stuff for you, but now you're choosing to attack me. For what? It's because Camron's successful, and Dame Dash feels like that everybody should just help him out for no reason. But then he, in the same breath, he says, I don't need no help. Dame Dash is like, and then he was accusing DJ Envy of being in a RICO. Now, yeah, DJ Envy's gotten in trouble with that Caesar Pina stuff, right? But he's not officially named in a RICO. And then Dame Dash was like, you would fold, Envy. It's like, bro, Dame Dash went up there and was like, whenever he got back into corner, he's like, I bet my house is bigger than your house. I bet you have more houses than you. It's like, dude, you're acting like a 20-year-old, 20 to 30-year-old. Like, that's a stupid argument. Charlemagne and DJ Envy both have a lot going on, a lot more than Dame Dash has going on today. And him going up there and acting like that showed no maturity with Dame Dash. That's just the truth. He was talking like somebody that has nothing going on. No real confidence. He was exerting confidence through words, but not on actions, and just, I don't know, how do you say it? His words were saying confidence, but his demeanor, that's what I mean. Demeanor was very insecure. Then we got Conor McGregor has his own label now. He signed Obi Trice. This is where Meek Mill could get a deal, man. Meek Mill was looking for $5 million. You can get a couple $1 million at it would be a better investment. Like Obi Trice, I'm glad he got his money, right? But Meek Mill's a little more recent. They might be able to make some money. $5 million is a stretch. I don't see any label making $5 million back from Meek Mill if he drops an album. Even if he went gold, it's like, I don't think they make their money back. And that would be a stretch for Meek Mill to go gold right now, to be honest. Ghostface Killer's son disses his father on 2 new songs. Because his son, switched sides. It's a transmission. So Ghostface disowned him, and obviously he's upset. 50 Cent says all roads lead to Shreveport. Okay, so there's some new, the governor came out with some new, just talking about the new studio and more development in Shreveport. Shreveport's going to be a big hub soon. Mark Zuckerberg's investing in it. DJ Envy addresses problem with Dame Dash being a chatty patty. It is what it is, bro. I don't know how much more we can talk about Dame Dash. He's probably going to do some more off-the-wall things today that we'll talk about, but We know he's not going to be the chairman of Revolt. He could have done some business over there, but I think that's going to even be bad now. Anyways, this is him to generate attention for himself. He's using Camron, if it's anyone that will respond to him, as a means to get some attention. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.